Hello, how are you? It is Thursday today, and I wanted to just spend the day doing a bunch of things around my apartment. For me, a lot of times it is the little things that I will push off forever, but those little things make a big difference. Even if it's like changing out dead greenery, you know, Exhibit A. Or opening up packages of stuff that I have, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a mail time. We're gonna start with the greenery on my dining table because, you know, I highlighted it like 3 videos ago or 2 videos ago that it was dead, and it's been dead for weeks and it doesn't look good. So here we have the pine needle branches that I got from Walmart in like December. I'm gonna take them out. Big mess this created. Big mess. Let's get rid of this. Couple options here. Actually, I only have 2. This is one of the options, which I feel like is very trendy right now, and I really like how this looks. I think those are really pretty, but they are kind of cream in color, so I don't know if that will be like enough color going on here. And the other thing I have is this kind of dried greenery bouquet. The inside just looks like fairy moss garden kind of thing, which I feel like could be nice too. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I will try I am actually a very indecisive person. Hello? So our dinner is at 6:15. Yeah, so maybe 5 something. Okay, so this is kind of the vibe of this one from this angle. And I think it looks really nice from that angle. But from this angle, I feel like it would look better with some greenery. I don't know. And I was actually just thinking today, what if I put the olive plant in that corner and then put art in between the 2 windows? Sorry, that was very slow for me to think of. Oh no, that doesn't go in that corner. Oh no. Okay, so I think in conclusion, that would mean that I should try the greenery, because from that angle, I just feel like it would look nice if it was a little less beige. Why am I always struggling here? Enjoy arranging flowers at all. I have this vision of how I want flowers to look, and usually it's like a bit whimsical, it's a bit asymmetric, and I struggle to get that look. I'm gonna need to add something here. Did this make a gigantic mess? Yes. Yes, it did. So this is kind of the end vibe that I landed on. To be honest, I'm not 100% in love, but it's gonna do for right now. Maybe in hindsight, I should have picked some sort of eucalyptus. Maybe I should have tried to find some sort of faux branch that had some little buds or leaves on it. I don't know, I just feel like these are quite straight, and I think I needed something a little bit more organic shape. It is what it is. On to the next thing, which I think is, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? open the pampas. So I think the pampas is in here at the back of the closet. The things that I put off for months and months and months. Could have done this day one, but did I? No. That's okay. Almost didn't do it today. Maybe I shouldn't be opening this one because this looks like the really tall one. Should I be opening this one? Also, I got one comment on one of my videos that was really rude. And it said, oh, it looks like you're just looking for sympathy when you talk about your ADHD or the problems or the social anxiety that you have. I am not looking for sympathy at all whatsoever. I have been living on this earth to this point, surviving perfectly fine and doing perfectly okay for myself. I am literally just talking about it because it's something that I experience and it's part of the journey. I don't want to portray that everything that I'm doing is so easy and so it just comes together just like that for me, because people don't often feel like that. So why would I portray in video that that's the reality when it's just not? The reality is, if you look at my old videos, like my bedroom makeover video, my bathroom makeover video, my kitchen makeover video, those took months and months and months of me filming, and they just look like things went perfectly. And the reality is I struggled every single step of the way, and that's why it took me so long. I don't know how other people, you know, they're putting together videos, they're doing all sorts of stuff in their lives and they're doing it so efficiently and they're putting out content and it looks like they're just turning it around in like 2 days or 5 days, and I just can't relate to that. So I don't know. You guys might be able to relate to that, and maybe nobody is like me. I don't know, but I'm sure there are some people that are like me. So yeah, just my rant done. Sometimes I get rude comments and I'm like, what the heck? Like, so let's take a peek at what's in here. Oh no. Well, that's not my pampas. This is the arrangement that was on my island, except laid out flat. So I guess I'll just put this one back in the closet, BRB. Changed my mind, you guys. Don't know what else to say. I'm going back to these because I just was not loving the look of the greenery. I'm just like the epitome of indecisive. This is it. And if only I had known that it was it. When I first started out, I could have saved an hour. Well, this isn't it. This is too long. You guys, currently I am not liking how the pampas is looking anywhere. I will return to that. This is better, but I want a little more color. I do, but I have actually a plan for that. I want your opinion on this back wall. So my question is, if I were to change this to an accent color, what accent color do you think I should go with? Part of me wants to do like a green color, like a little darker than sage green. And I feel like that would be a nice accent, but part of me really wants to do like a mauve color, like a grayish mauve. My husband said that if I want to do mauve or whatever color, he's okay with it. So let me know what you think, or another color. So consider all the other walls pretty much are like a cream color. What color is going to go with that? Go with the gold, go with the black, etc. I'm going to do some research on my own, but I want your opinions as well. Look, I just see a deer. Let me show you. Hello, deer. Off he goes, up the hill. But anyway, I just did some judging of this guy here. It is it. And the greenery was not it. And I don't know why. It took me doing the fall greenery, not really loving it, and then doing it like this to be able to accept that this was the way to go. I will just admit this on camera, and my husband is the one who said that this would look nice here. I mean, I did buy it for here at the coffee table, but he's been saying to me for months that he thinks I should take it out and put it here. And then even when I had the greenery up a couple minutes ago, he came out and said, well, what about the other one? And I was like, no, it's too much of a color match. But he just went out, and while he was out, I did this, and he was right. On to the pampas, which I fluffed out outside. What you didn't see off camera was me going through a whole period of like not knowing what to do with it and thinking there was nowhere I could go, and I didn't know how it would look, and I thought the color was too warm. But then I tested a bunch of different places and I found one that I think is gonna work, and it's in my bedroom. Let me show you the pampas here, because I think it brings it a little bit skewed towards the warm boho side, but I'm not mad about that. I really actually like that. It's kind of like my old boho style, but more mature, if that makes sense. Let me show you. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. See that? Do you see how it works? I do like it. I'm not sure 100% if like the vase is appropriate, but it looks nice, doesn't it? It's very like an oasis, which is what I wanted. Homey and oasis with the faux wood beams. I think it just goes. I want to do something above the bed eventually. We'll see how long it takes me to get there. And I am gonna do something with like the closet door, because the closet's actually open right now. You can see that. So I'll probably do some sort of sliding door or something there eventually when I get to that too. But for right now, I love that. I think it's really cool. I think it balances out the fact that there's like that little plant over there. Sometimes when I actually do something like that, I can see why I put it off for so long, because at the time I couldn't figure out how it was gonna work with the cream walls. That is the truth of what has been throwing off my whole design process, actually, has been the cream walls. A lot of people have said, why don't you paint it? They did just freshly paint it before I moved in, and I would feel bad painting it when they kind of don't want me to. I could just go ahead and do it and then paint over it later, but I just kind of don't want to. Plus, there is part of me that wants to work with the design challenge, because I feel like it helps me learn. Like, if the walls are cream, what does that mean for everything else that I put in here? What do the combinations go like? How can I make things work? If I were just to have it my way, I would paint this a warm white color. It would make things so much easier. So many things would go exactly how I want them to go, but it's not. So we're gonna work with that. Other than potentially that one wainscoting wall, I think I figured out how to do it without painting the actual wall. So in terms of the color I was envisioning, just in case you were wondering, it's kind of like that mauvey color. Warm mauvey gray kind of situation depending on the light. So I'm thinking now I am going to open up some packages. I am notorious for ordering things online. They arrive and then just accumulating them for weeks, maybe months. Only opening them when I'm like, oh my gosh, if I don't like this or if it arrived broken, I won't be able to return it anymore, so I better open it. But I'm going to actually open them now, and you'll get a sneak peek, I think, on some of the upcoming projects that I have based on what I open. So.
Well, you know what they say, there are no kingdoms without rulers.
I've had these packages for a while. So I got another pack of curtains because I decided I would add curtains on that back wall. They were out of stock for a really long time, and I ordered this, and I don't know if they look the exact same as my other ones. To me, the texture looks a little bit different. I know what this is. This is a company that does basically these mini bonfire kits, and I have wanted one of these since the summer. I ordered it, but I never actually opened it to start using it. But my plan is hopefully sometime in the winter I can just roast marshmallows out on my balcony. I will link this down below in case you want to get yourself one. It's like a mini bonfire kit, and it produces like a flame that you can actually use to roast marshmallows, and it's a vibe for sure. I'm really excited for that. I have this, and I think I also got a s'more kit. What even are these? Skewers, I think, but I can roast them. But yeah, this is really cute. I've wanted to do this for a long time. Okay, I'll do something exciting next, which I think is in this box here. Oh, I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna give you a real sneak peek for an idea for a video that I've had for a while. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do this project, but you're getting a real sneak peek, and I want you to guess where you think I'm gonna use this. Voila. This is like a faux stone panel, except there's many panels. Where do you think I'm gonna be using these? Because this is very, very exciting. And this is definitely the vibe that I love. This goes so well with like the faux wood beams and like the natural wood and everything. Very excited for this. So you let me know where you think I'm gonna use this, and you will find out soon enough. And when you do see it, I mean, I hope that this project works, but when you do see it, I hope that you're like, haha, I remember you unboxing these. So yeah, I keep all these packages by my front door, which I know makes no sense. This is an ADHD thing. I feel like if I put them away without opening them, I will never open them. And based on my track record, that's probably true. So my husband wants me to move them away from the front door. And I was like, no, but I have to open them first. Otherwise, I'll never get to them. The next thing I have, oh, cute. I'll just show you the little picture. This is essentially an embroidery stand so that when I do embroider my next project, which by the way, I did pick up supplies for another project really affordably from HomeSense. But yeah, this is a stand for it so that I can have like it be comfortable while I'm doing it, and also so that I can film it and have it be like a steady shot because it's like hooked into this stand. So I looked at how like the pro embroideries do it, and they use a stand. So I thought that would make sense for me to have one too. I really do love Amazon, in part because, especially now, like I'm in a smaller town, access to product is like limited. Aw, I know what this is. I'm so excited. This is not exciting to you, but it's so exciting to me. This is a tripod, and I plan to use it for my camera, but also for my phone, because I plan to travel this summer. When I travel, I can have this and pack it and put it in the backpack and actually set it up really quick, capture video, capture pictures, stuff like that. And also hopefully film like shorts and reels and TikToks and stuff like that too. So I'm really, really excited about this. Because my current tripod, it's good. I was like looking around, where's my tripod? And then I realized the camera's on my tripod. But yeah, my current tripod is good, but it's like this much longer, so it's not very compact. And this one's supposed to be even better to use. So I'm very, very excited for this. I put off ordering this for 6 months. I've known that I've needed this. And even because I think I mentioned in one of my last videos that like one of the mistakes I made starting out was like not having a very good tripod. My current tripod is a good tripod. This one's just better. They're almost the same price too. I have this gigantic box. This is from Fable. We've been using kind of like hand-me-down plates and bowls and everything. Actually, a lot of our stuff has been hand-me-down in this apartment from my sister and from my mom. So I don't have a complete set of anything. So this will be like a complete full little set. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. There's no other way to put this. Organic shape. Look at the nice, pretty speckled design that there is. And they're all different, which is so cool. Some of them are like quite speckly, some of them are less speckly. After this, I do have a dinner date with my husband. You know that thing that happens in a lot of cities where they'll organize to have different restaurants involved in this thing where they'll set up fixed price, like 3-course dinners kind of thing? We're going to that at one of the restaurants, which will be really nice. So kind of a date night. But before that, I'm gonna open these, wash them, organize them. And at this point, before I show you all of that, thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. This is what I would call just like the real pace of life. Anyway, I digress. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna open these up and let's see how all of them look. And this is easily the tidiest that this cabinet has ever been, and it looks so pretty. I also think I might just be making some progress on making things a little bit more organized. Don't you think?
No end in sight.